Right. Hello YouTube, this is the D.B.T Gamer Show. Episode 25, Part 2. And we're still reviewing Sonic Adventure 2, the Nintendo GameCube, and the Sega Dreamcast. Now, if you haven't watched Part 1 yet, you have missed quite a bit. So, I suggest you watch that part before you watch this part. Now, let's pick up where I left off. I left off just explaining a few control problems with this game. Now, the controls in this game are mostly flawless. Now, in part 1, I was explaining the problems with Sonic and Shadow. Now, in part 1, as you've seen, the home attack isn't as flawless as it was in Sonic Adventure 1. So, landing your home attack targets can be more difficult than it was in the previous game. Now, just there, you see that? Clearly there I pressed the home attack button, but I still smashed into the enemy and lost my shield, or bubble as whatever you want to call it. The home attack in this game has problems. The home attack in Sonic Adventure 1 was flawless. When will people learn? If something's not broken, don't fix it. Anyway, the next thing on my list that's kind of broke is the light speed attack. This is extremely difficult to show you, but I'll do my best. Doing the light speed attack is extremely easy in this game. You press the jump button, you press the B button. But if you haven't noticed, the B button is also for your bounce attack. Now, here's what happens. Now, I don't know if I can get this to work. Basically, if you jump into the air and try to do a light snare, 9 times out of 10 you will do the bounce attack. Doing a light speed dash in mid-air is next to impossible. It is extremely frustrating and it may cost you several lives. When you're trying to do certain moves in this game, like the light speed attack, the home attack, and all that sort of stuff, the reason why some of the moves don't seem to work that well is because all the moves are put on one button. On one button. Let me just demonstrate this. Find a good level. Green voices will do. Now, all your items and weapons are controlled with 3 buttons. The left trigger and right triggers, and the B button. Now, in Sonic Adventure 1, you got several items which gave you special moves. Now, in Sonic Adventure 1, all the items, special moves, all the special move items were used with the B button, and it's the same thing with Sonic Adventure 2. But having them all use the B button is kind of stupid. Let's get rid of these enemies and I'll try and show you what I mean. Okay. Items you have in this world, you've got a B button. Oh. Well, anyway, the B button is used for most of the attacks in the game. The bounce attack is for it. The pick up and throw attack. The roll attack. The super spin. The light speed attack is used for it. The B button is far too overused in this game. I mean, the GameCube and the Sega Dreamcast controller have other buttons besides the B button. One button they don't use in this game at all is the X button. The X button in this game doesn't really do that much. I don't see why they couldn't just split some of the controls, share them out between using the B button and the X button. I mean, pressing X for the light speed attack would be pretty useful, and for the light speed dash and all that. But for some strange reason, Sega decided to make this game so that every attack was Sonic and Shadow was use the B button, and when you try to perform a light speed dash in the air, most of the time you will do the bounce attack and fall to your death. I'm dead fucking serious. This is no joke. The amount of times I've died in this game just because of these silly controls, it's just unbelievable. Anyway, enough about the controls. Let's get on to some more bits of the game. All your characters control alright. Right. Let's go to music. The music in this game is awesome. It's the same band from the previous game. In the previous Sonic Adventure, the band called Crush 40 did all the songs and everything. And in this game, there's no exception. There's no exception at all. The same band still does all the music. The band's name is Crush 40. But the songs are even... But the sound and music is even better in this game. For a couple of reasons. They've put some better songs in. The songs in Sonic Adventure were awesome. But in Sonic Adventure 2, they really outdid themselves. Just show you a small example. Anyway, now when you do the very first level, which is the City Escape, you will probably hear one of the best songs ever made on Sonic games. And this song will probably stick in your head for years on end. Let me just find it. Here we go. When I first played this game and completed the very first level, the music was awesome. This is one of my most favourite songs of all time in this game. I've even got it as a ringtone. Yeah, it sounds sad, but I don't really care. So, all the music in this game is sung by proper people, and all the levels have songs, and all the music is good. Anyway, let's get on to gameplay. Gameplay of this game, well, when you start the game, there are two stories. You've got the hero story, where you play as the good guys, and you've got the dark story. The dark story, most of the characters are bad guys, but some of the characters in the dark story are sometimes bad guys and sometimes good guys. Anyway, YouTube, I'm very sorry, but I've run out of time. So join me in part 2 of my Sonic Adventure 2 review, where I will continue reviewing this game. So until then, YouTube, bye-bye. Sorry about that. I mean part 3. So join me in part 3, YouTube. Bye-bye.